Hello, my loves. How are you? I hope that you are doing well. This is going to be a YouTube exclusive. It is going to be a Divine Masculine check-in. I felt really called to do this for like the past 12 hours and I've been avoiding it. And finally, I was sitting here and I'm like, I'm going to do it. And I've gotten a lot of downloads since I started. A lot of downloads. So I'm just going to start. The first deck that I'm going to be using. I don't know what that is. Maybe you know what that is. The first deck that I'm going to be using is the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck, and that's going to be for our energy check, so to see if this is your reading or not. And when I pulled it out of the box, the Phoenix was on the bottom. What are you? The rabbit behind it? Interesting. So you may be phoenixing right now. You may be phoenixing. Another thing that I wanted to bring up was as I pulled out my Wild Reflections tarot deck to confirm and get messages, the Fool was on the bottom. And as I saw this, I heard, I think it's ABBA that sings the song, if you change your mind on the first day in time, honey, I'm still free. Take a chance on me. And I kept hearing Take a Chance on Me. By the way, I don't usually sing, so you're welcome for that. I kept hearing Take a Chance on Me. So maybe you're thinking about taking a leap of faith and communicating towards somebody. Communication, definitely. Take a chance on me. And then as I was getting out my Oracle deck, I set it to the side here, and Tower Moment, one card fell, Give, another card fell, Miracles, and then Choice, Keep Going, and Ask for Help were all on the floor with it, and so I felt like I needed to read those, so I'm going to read those to you now. I have no idea how long this reading is going to be, but I feel like this message needs to be delivered to somebody. As I saw the Miracles card, though, I heard the song that's at the end of Princess Diaries when she's like flying to Genovia. So maybe that movie's important, maybe Anne Hathaway's important, maybe the name Anne. Maybe a Mustang, a really old Mustang. I don't know. But I heard the song and it goes, Miracles happen once in a while when you believe. And I think the song is called Miracles Happen, You Believe, I think is what it's called. So maybe you need to believe in some miracles. Getting a lot of goosebumps right now. So definitely connecting with someone. One of the best feelings we experience is giving to others. When we do so, we feel lifted up and our lives improve greatly because of someone else's happiness. Think of one way you can give to another today. You're being asked to pay extra close attention to all the big and small miracles that have already occurred in your life, and also to those that are currently occurring and are still to come. Miracles surround you. Be on the lookout for them. And then choice is being asked to make a choice. So maybe you're being asked to make a choice towards that leap of faith. Listen to your intuition and get rid of anybody else's input. Keep going. It may feel like you're not making any progress because this may have been a long journey, but you are. And then ask for help. You are being asked to request help from another. You don't need to deal with this issue alone. There are many people who want to help you, but it's up to you to bravely ask for their support. It is a sign of strength to reach out. I'm hearing somebody say, I have to do this alone. And there are some parts of the journey that we have to do alone, and there are some parts of the journey that you could be a divine, well, you are, because I said this is a divine masculine check-in, so you could be a twin flame. There are parts of the journey that you need others' help for. Ask for help. There's nothing wrong with it. There is nothing wrong with asking for help. So we are going to do an energy check with this Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck from Kin Plans. I hope you're all doing well. Hopefully you all know me if you're on my YouTube page, but I am Jess. I am an intuitive tarot reader. I do offer 1 and 3 card tarot pulls as well as personalized readings on my link that is in my bio, and would be honored. 444, you're being protected. Would be honored and would love if you wanted me to do that for you. So, Spirit, if we could do an energy check for this Divine Masculine, how will this Divine Masculine know this is their reading? What energy are they in? One more, please. I don't know. I don't usually get two, but I felt like it. So we've got the tiger and the butterfly. So definitely transforming. Remember I said that with the phoenix, you're phoenixing. The phoenix and the butterfly go together in my head for some reason, which is very interesting. Very interesting. So maybe you're balancing, actually, the tiger is feminine energy. So maybe you're balancing your divine feminine and your divine masculine sides. We have both feminine and masculine inside of us. So that could be. Lunar force, ease and darkness, feminine energy. The tiger hunts at night, at one with the silence, fearing nothing. This card reminds us to take in the wild darkness, to allow the lunar forces to soothe and heal our spirits. Sensuality, receptivity, and devotion are all heightened in the midnight hour, and the tiger takes advantage of these boons. Spend time in silence this evening, drinking in the potent calm. There is nothing to fear in the stillness except the awakening of your own power. When in balance, passionate, strong, sensual. When out of balance, overstimulated. To bring into balance, Trataka, candle gazing. So maybe light some candles. And then the butterfly, so some air energy. Oh, just a couple pages away. I don't know why I looked down at the page number. It's 153 and that reduces to 9. So the number 9 could be important to you. Undergoing great change and transformation. The energy of the butterfly is with us during periods of transition, since air is the element of the heart. This change usually involves relationships, or if you love your job, perhaps your career. Since transition is accompanied by some amount of discomfort, be extra patient and kind during this time, especially if the butterfly is you. Let friends and activities support you like a cocoon. Committing to one daily routine, such as a meal, practice, or prayer, done at the same time and place, and it will do wonders for lifting a butterfly's spirit. When in balance, cheerful, graceful. When out of balance, fragile, frustrated. To bring into balance, a daily routine. And the bat was on the bottom of the deck, so I'm going to read it. Oh, the lion underneath. You have the strength to do this. You can do this. You are strong. Darkness, letting go. Death, leading to rebirth. Transformation. Before emerging, the bat waits for the sun to set and the moon to rise. In the darkness, it can see all that was invisible in the daylight hours. The bat is a master of the subtle senses, of the underlying forces that cause some things to prosper and others to fade. The bat card shows up to signify the ending of a chapter, the closing of a door. The bat comes swiftly, encouraging us to move on. In just a few hours, a new day dawns. No more lingering in the past. And I'm not hearing this so much if you're thinking of love right now. I'm not hearing it so much as move on from past partners, although that can be the case. I'm hearing it more as releasing your expectations that you carried with you and releasing the past version of yourself. Moving forward, allowing those fallacies that were in your head to die. When in balance, accepts, adapts, and adjusts. When out of balance, refuses to let go, reminisces. To bring into balance, watch the sunrise. So maybe you need to get out and watch the sunrise. I do that nearly every day, very often, and it's very magical. And I will tell you, in Colorado lately, the sunrises have been incredible. The sunrises and the sunsets. They've been absolutely amazing. Maybe you have dry chapped lips. I just got the urge to put some chapstick on, so maybe that's going on for you. Drink some water. Drink some water. Okay, Spirit. So we are going to do a check-in for this divine masculine. We are going to check in and see what message this masculine needs to know, what they need to work on. That Fool card is still staying on the bottom there. My camera is all, I feel like it's all, I don't know. Maybe you need to work on some perspective, work on your happiness, finding things that bring you joy. Maybe. I'm being told that whatever happens will happen very gradually and then all at once. When I was shuffling just then, they were very perfectly aligned, and then all of a sudden it was like wham. Big clump that came out at the end there. So, ooh, that sounded so pretty. Okay, Spirit. So, What? There's no competition. There's nobody like you. Nobody like you. Work on being alone. Work on being okay with being alone, rather. I feel like you have gotten used to being alone your whole life, but that you don't like it, and so you fill it with other things because you don't like it. My leg is twitching all of a sudden, which I don't really have happen to me very much anymore, so that could be a sign that this is your reading too. All right, Spirit. What should this Divine Masculine know today? What do they need to know today? Give me 3 cards, please, Spirit. You are working on your feminine energy. Gotta balance that. Give and receive. What does this Divine Masculine need to know? Heartbreak, huh? One more, Spirit. What does this Divine Masculine need to... Okay, or 2 more. That's fine. Are you lying to someone? Are you deceiving yourself? Are you deceiving somebody else? Come out of the shadows, you little turd monkey. You little turd monkey. Okay, so we've got the Empress, the 3 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, and the 7 of Wands. So the Empress... I can't believe my leg is twitching so much. I never have that happen anymore. All right. Divine Feminine, sensuality, fertility, nurturing, creativity, beauty, abundance, nature. The Empress shows us how deeply we are embedded in our femininity. Femininity can be associated with fertility, expression, creativity, and nurturing, among many other aspects. The Empress card could also mean the birth of a new idea, business, or project in your life. Owing to the good fortune that surrounds this card, you can be sure that such situations and projects would end successfully in your life. Don't be afraid to try something new, try something different. There may be something that you've been toying with. Go ahead and take a chance. Start writing it down. Start putting it into actual concrete idea form instead of just in your head. I'm also hearing that you could have wronged an Empress. And to balance that karma, you may need to stop lying and be honest about it. And it may hurt a lot. But when you choose to come out of your comfort zone and take action, happiness and reunion, holy buckets, guys. The 4 of Wands and the Hierophant, like the Hierophant is tradition and the 4 of Wands is very much a union card, especially for twin flames. And so that to me like screams like marriage, like long-term commitment. Okay. Be honest. Be honest. Heartbreak, separation, sadness, grief, sorrow, upset, loss, trauma, tears. The 3 of Swords is a card of carrying tension and heartbreak, perhaps as a result of a relationship ending or a communication failure, a bitter argument, or a betrayal. The asker may be carrying grief, emotional pain, or feelings of rejection. The asker is reminded that no matter how much pain they may be feeling, they have control over the meaning they give to an experience. They should be careful not to push their loved ones away just because they feel tense and irritable. 5 of Swords. Arguments, disputes, aggression, bullying, intimidation, conflict, hostility, stress. The 5 of Swords can represent conflict, a feeling of loss, or procrastination. You will need to suppress your pride and accept some restrictions. You already know this. You already know this, and you are making progress towards going after it. I love that for you. Only then will you be able to continue with your plans. So you're going to be stuck until you decide to do this hard thing. Aggressive actions will not help you achieve the desired result. Perhaps you listen to the opinions of others and of too many people instead of drawing your own conclusions. You need to be wise enough to accept all that you cannot change. And I am hearing the serenity prayer with that last, which is, oh gosh, what is the serenity prayer? Maybe you're working on alcoholism. Good for you if you are. It's tough. It's really, really hard. So I'm proud of you. God, give me all that I can hear is to accept the things I cannot change and the wisdom to know the difference. Yeah, the serenity prayer. Look it up. If you know it, drop it in my comments down below, just for those of us that cannot remember it. It's a good one. The Seven of Wands. Resistance, asserting oneself, unconventional defense, resourceful safeguarding. The Seven of Wands embodies determination, rivalry, and preservation. The asker confronts a scenario where external factors hinder their progress. There we go. Interesting. I cut to the Knight of Wands, and I was looking at the Lion. Again, you're strong enough. You're stronger than you give yourself credit for. The asker confronts a scenario where external factors hinder their progress. This might involve individuals envious of their accomplishments. The moment calls for actions in alignment with values. Develop a strategy to mitigate and anticipate potential future complications. All right, Spirit. What can my Divine Masculine watching, what can they be working on? Can the Divine Masculine work on? That was dramatic. I mean, 2 more, please, Spirit. 2 more, please. What can the Divine Masculine be working on? Maybe you need to be working on your dramatics. Are you a little bit of a drama person? I almost said drama king. Instead of, I know the expression is drama queen, but anyway, what can this Divine Masculine be working on? Maybe you're flip-flopping and waffling back and forth a lot. Oh, do you feel left out in the cold? Well, come inside, baby. Come inside. Okay, the Moon in reverse, the Page of Wands, and the Star. You need to reveal something. You need to get it off your chest, and you need to quit deceiving others and yourself. You need to talk about things. You can't just keep it in, or you're not going to be able to heal. Okay, the Moon in reverse. Clinging to the past, emotional confusion, self-doubt, hindering goals, fear of intuition. The Moon reversed in this deck signifies a resistance to emotional processing and introspection. You might be clinging to past hurts or refusing to acknowledge the deeper emotions bubbling beneath the surface. That 5 of Swords keeps coming up. Remember, even the darkest night has a moon. Confronting your emotional shadows and trusting your intuition, you can navigate uncertainty and find your way back to the light. And the reason why I said you need to express something that you're hiding is because the moon in the upright is all about like uncovering things. It's bringing things to light, right? You may be feeling hopeless right now. And like you're facing a mountain that you can't climb. You have the emotional strength to overcome them. Yeah. You can do it. Okay, Page of Wands. Page of Wands. Oh, I went way past Wands, didn't I? I did. All right, Page of Wands in reverse. Hasty, impatient, lacking ideas, tantrums, laziness, boring, unreliable, distracted. Perhaps all of your problems are caused by haste and inconsistency. I'm not gonna, like, there's that Knight of Wands again. I just got a confirmation burp. I'm not gonna, like, name names or anything. But if you're a Divine Masculine, watching me. Usually they're runners, and usually runners are inconsistent. So maybe you should work on showing up consistently. Just saying. You do not feel stable in work or in a new project. During this period, you are experiencing stress due to the fact that your life is full of unexpected changes. Be careful. Do not rush to trust the first person you meet. You risk being deceived. Karma. Unreasonable and stupid boasting can lead to problems. Failure to commit, unreliable lover, aimless search for love. Boredom with job, lack of vigor in pursuing career goals, financial instability, overspending, and past creating problems. Work on that. Work on that. And then lastly, the star. Illusion, mystery, subconscious intuition, hidden potential, uncertainty, new beginnings. The star card in this deck offers a glimpse into the world of hidden depths and veiled truths. The lion I saw 3 times, right? I saw it in the Wild Unknown. I saw it on the King of Wands. And then this is the lion. This is it. The strength card. And guess who is with the lion? The Empress. She tames the Empress, right? The feminine tames, I don't mean gender, the beast within. You need to tame your beast within instead of relying on somebody else to do it. And you need to do that by owning the crap that you did. There are 2 cups down here at the bottom of this card. And what I'm being reminded of is the 2 of Cups, which is an open and heartfelt, honest conversation. An open and honest, heartfelt conversation. You need to have a conversation, and you need to be real, and you need to quit lying, and you need to quit deceiving, yourself included. Most importantly, 22 on the timer. Most importantly, you need to quit deceiving yourself. But I think you need to confront the hard times and communicate with that Empress that you know. I'm also seeing a candle in here, and remember, one of those pages in that Wild Unknown deck is I'll point that out in a second, is candle work, right? So maybe you do need to light some candles and look at them, watch them. I'm also realizing that the animal spirit deck that I use is the Wild Unknown, and this is the Wild Reflections deck. So wild could be important. Stay wild. Wild as her. That's my song. Okay. The star card in this deck offers a glimpse into a world of hidden depths and veiled truths. Unlike traditional interpretations, the luminary is muted, shrouded in mystery. This card signifies a time of exploration within, a dive into the subconscious mind where fears and intuition mingle. It represents a period of uncertainty, but also immense possibility. Remember, the greatest treasures are often hidden beneath the surface. Embrace the mystery and trust your intuition to unlock your full potential. Spirit, chills. They get old, guys. Communicate. I love this, Spirit. Thank you so much for my beautiful gifts. But sometimes I'm just like, can I just be like one temperature and not like, it gives me shivers all over. Spirit, if they choose to communicate with this Empress, what is the potential outcome? What's the potential outcome if they communicate with this Empress? One more. It's weird that I felt called to cut it, but okay. the World. The Knight of Cups, the 5. Coming in out of the cold. I told you. I told you. Okay, the World. Completion, achievement, fulfillment, sense of belonging, wholeness, harmony. To encounter the world in your cards is to encounter a great unity and wholeness. It symbolizes the moment when the inner and outer world, self and other, become a single entity. The meaning of the World card is fulfillment, achievement, and completion. This shows that all the efforts that you have been putting in place are starting to pay off. And remember how I said 9 was important? This is on page 72, which reduces to 9. So maybe 9 is important too. The 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Positive changes, recovery from loss, overcoming adversity, forgiveness, feeling welcomed. The 5 of Pentacles reversed is a positive omen if the asker has been feeling as though they have been struggling lately. It is a sign of progress and indicates that the universe will be sending support. The 5 of Pentacles reversed tells us to connect to our power and our capabilities. It suggests that any problems with money and income, as well as difficulties in business, will be overcome. Additionally, it can indicate that the asker may receive a temporary job. And then the Knight of Cups. Idealist, charming, artistic, graceful, tactful, diplomatic, mediator, negotiator. The Knight of Cups represents romance, creativity, and beauty. This card is a sign that you may be moving forward with a creative project you have intuitively felt compelled to manifest. This card serves as a reminder to be vulnerable and express love to those around you. Although it can feel scary to bare our soul, this bravery will allow for greater intimacy and connection. Potential outcome. You decide if you want it. Okay. One more. Spirit, what does the Divine Feminine want to communicate to the Divine Masculine? What does the Divine Feminine want to communicate to the Divine Masculine? What does the Divine Feminine want to say to the Divine Masculine? Your Divine Feminine's being quiet with you. It's weird too, huh? Usually they reach out. It's okay, they're waffling too. 2 more cards, please, Spirit. 1 more card. You're their King of Cups. All right, the 10 of Swords. 1 more. Ah! Okay. Ending, betrayal, pain, strength, resilience, hope. Remember I said you were feeling hopeless? Have hope. The 10 of Swords upright represents an ending, but not just any ending. This is an ending that is painful and full of betrayal. However, the man on the card is not showing despair. He is showing strength and resilience. He is still standing, even though he has been stabbed in the back. This is a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always hope. 10 of Swords is the upright is a difficult card, but it is not a hopeless card. It is a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always hope for a new beginning. In love, it means breakup, separation, sadness, grief, pain, but also hope for a new beginning. In career, it means loss of job, office politics, breakdown from stress, burnout, but also the opportunity to start anew. In finances, it means financial loss, failed investment, but also the opportunity to learn from your mistakes and start over. What does your Divine Feminine want you to know? This was really painful, but they haven't lost hope. They believe in this. They believe that there is a potential for a future. They believe that there is the possibility to heal and to learn from mistakes that were made and to start over. King of Cups. Where are cups? There they are. Okay. Wise, diplomatic, balance between head and heart, devoted advisor, counselor. The King of Cups indicates that the asker is able to balance their head and heart in relationships, or serves as a reminder to remain level-headed and calm when faced with interpersonal conflict. The King of Cups is also a reminder not to repress emotions. It is essential to feel sadness. It is essential to fully feel sadness, hurt, and fear, as well as happiness, fulfillment, and joy. We often avoid emotions, worried that they will engulf us. You are strong enough to handle those emotions, and you cannot feel the good emotions if you don't feel the bad. You are their King of Cups. And then the Eight of Pentacles. Turn to the 7. 8. Skill, talent. 6, 7. Who is saying that right now? Like, can you not? My kids say it enough, and I don't need to hear it more. I don't know why when I went 7, 8, I went 6, 7, 6, 7. But like, can you not? I'm getting tired of it. The number 8 could also be important too. Skill, talent, craftsmanship, quality, high standards, expertise, mastery, commitment, dedication, accomplishment. The Eight of Pentacles represents mastery, learning new skills and honing a craft, or skills in their industry to immerse themselves in their craft. You're changing perspective. It's not all about work. Life deserves balance. The Eight of Pentacles reminds the asker that they are more than capable of building a career that is both emotionally and financially satisfying. This card is a positive sign to follow through with their goals. In love, it means achieved relationship goal, cultivating relationship. In career, it means dedication, promotion, developing skills, showing talent. And in finances, it means financial reward, becoming financially independent. Basically, it's you. If you put in the work, you'll be rewarded for it. If you do the hard things. The Ace of Pentacles was on the bottom of the deck, so I'm just going to look through this real quick. New opportunities, resources, abundance, prosperity, stability, security, manifestation. The Ace of Pentacles can also indicate the beginning stages of a relationship with a person or with many people who may be subsequently opening the door to future financial prosperity for you. Take initiative. Take initiative. All right, Spirit, let's get a few pieces of advice, please. Few pieces. Oh, the Eight of Pentacles was on page 180, which again totals to 9. This is a brand new deck. Well, relatively new, so it's still tough for me to shuffle. Bear with me as I work through it. Create. Be creative. Step back. Look at it from a different angle. You can't see the forest for the trees when you're in the forest. Sometimes you gotta step out of the forest. All right, Spirit. What advice do you have for the Divine Masculine? What advice do you have for the Divine Masculine? What advice do you have for the Divine Masculine? Remember that I said working on your masculine and feminine, give and receive. What advice do you have for the Divine Masculine? It wanted to come out. Okay, I'm going to take that one too. Okay, this will be it, and then we're done. All right, soar. Birds can be important to you. You're being asked to stop dimming your own light, period. It's time for you to come out of the shadows and let your authentic self soar. Fly high, dear one. And I'm seeing that 7 of Swords. Is it the 7 of... Call incoming. that deceivery, right? That deceit. You need to come out of the shadows. You need to come out of the shadows. Trust that there is much to be learned by being here. Release came out with receive. So release and receive. And look at what. There's a bird. It might be a dove in that card. You're being asked to release any toxic people or situations from your life. You deserve to be free of all drama, and this is the first step to achieving that. So you may be having some relationships ending in your life. Embrace that. Let it go. It is making room for that which you are about to receive. You're being asked to be open to receiving universal gifts. These could come in the form of love, money, compliments, healing energy, and universal wisdom. Know that you're worthy of these gifts and open up to them. And then pause, which is reminding me of Hanged Man energy, and we did see the Hanged Man. You're being asked to make a pause before making a quick decision and moving forward. Allowing yourself to step back, look at all the possible outcomes, and make sure that you're heading in the right direction before you charge forward. It says before moving forward, but apparently I felt like adding a little bit. So, there you have it. I wish you well, my friend. This journey is not hard, coming from the Divine Feminine, who has done a ton of shadow work myself. It has been an incredibly hard journey. Interesting. You will find balance if you keep going, though. Just keep going. Don't lose faith. Keep believing. Keep having hope. You'll get there in time. Everything happens in time. Everything happens exactly as it should. Miracles happen if you believe. I don't know what I was looking for, but I did see the raccoon. Come out of the shadows, my friend. Embrace the light. You have it in you. You are able. I believe in you. So, with that, let me grab the top of this box. This box is so pretty. I love it so much. It's like, anyway. With that, my friend, you are so incredibly loved. Just exactly as you are, flaws and all. And you can do big, hard, scary things because you are big, strong, and brave. Stay wild, and I'll talk to you soon. Love you.